Alright, what is going on, guys? It's been a while. um, my name is Sergio Rules, if you don't already know. Um, been a long time since I last uploaded. Um, yeah, so anyway, it's been so long that there's a new generation of Pokemon out, and we have PU now. It's been out for about uh, 20 days now, because it started in March. Today's March 20th, which I probably shouldn't have said because it'll date this video if I don't upload it right away. But, yeah, so, we have PU, and, it's actually really fun. I'm really liking it a lot. I'm probably going to do a video about, like, the top 10 best Pokemon to use, in Sun and Moon, or in Sword and Shield PU this far. Like I said, it is still the first month. Like they just finished up the first tournament, and it was just like a basic kind of it was almost a speculation tournament. But so anyway, I thought that I kind of want to get back into uploading. If you don't know, which I don't know how you wouldn't know, the coronavirus is kind of a thing now. I've got a lot more free time, a lot more time at home. So I figured I would try and upload a video, you know? So this team that I've got here, I'm calling it like a GLALIE pseudo ice spam kind of team. So I've got a GLALIE here, I've got Spikes and Taunt with Ice Shard and Earthquake. I've been thinking about getting rid of Taunt for Icicle Crash just because it hits a little harder. But the big thing about GLALIE is it has Inner Focus, which Mawile is one of the best, if not the best Pokemon in the tier right now. Has Intimidate, and Inner Focus ignores Intimidate starting in Gen 8, so a lot of people don't know that yet, and they'll switch their Mawiles into GLALIE to take the Ice move, and, you know, at -1, it would, but with Inner Focus working the way it does now, Earthquake just destroys Mawile. And then Spikes and Taunt are just there for utility, which is a really cool thing. It has a really strong Ice Shard. It's, I think, the second strongest Ice Shard in the tier behind Lapras, which no one's using physical Lapras. But this is really good because Ninjask and Swoobat are some other big threats in the tier, and Ice Shard does a hefty chunk to them. So, next up we've got a ARCTOVISH, which is one of the new Gen 8 Pokemon, and its big move here is Vicious Rend, which doubles in power if you move before the opponent, which is why I've also got Rock Tomb on this set. Normally most people are running Scarf, like Choice Scarf ARCTOVISH, but from the things that I've seen, this like Rock Tomb Heavy Duty Boot set, which ignores Stealth Rock, gives you that Rock's immunity, and then adding Rock Tomb, which slows down the opponent to what it would be if you were Scarfed, basically, is how you can kind of think of it. So if you Rock Tomb on a switch, Vicious Rend doubles in power and can just destroy a lot of things. Actually, Palpitoad has been picking up a lot of usage because of how good this Mon is. And we have Mawile, which, like I said, is probably one of the best Pokemon in the tier right now. Defensive, just checks a lot of things. So I've got it as my Stealth Rock setter with Toxic, Knockoff, and Play Rough. I've got 4 attacks Silvally, because this team doesn't really need Defog. The only thing that's really weak to rocks, because ARCTOVISH is running boots, is GLALIE, which GLALIE is a really offensive mon. It doesn't need to switch in a lot. It shouldn't be switching in a lot. It doesn't have the good stats to be switching in. So because it's such an offensive mon, you don't really need to be switching it in several times. You basically get up your spikes, save it to check your Ninjasks and your Swoobats, and then just go on from there. So I've got Surf, which helps deal with Stonejourner and Trapinch, which are both also big threats in this gen. Multi-attack, which multi-attack was buffed to 120 base power, so this actually, even though I'm not running any attack, this actually hits really hard. Flamethrower, which hits a lot of Mawiles, like I've been saying, which would normally switch into Silvally Poison because Steel's immunity to poison. And then just U-turn to pivot out, which also works well against Trapinch, because lots of Trapinch will come in and try and Earthquake you, and you can just U-turn out of there. And so then the next Pokemon we have is a Choice Scarf Raichu, Thunderbolt, Surf, Volt Switch, and Focus Blast. I really hate Manectric. Manectric is one of my least favorite Pokemon because it lost Hidden Power this gen, so it doesn't have coverage. The only coverage moves it has is like Electric, Stab, and then Fire move, and then Hyper Voice is like the only other type of move you can run on it. So I just don't like it. Thunderbolt, Raichu basically does the same thing. It's a little bit weaker, but a little bit faster. So it kind of balances out there. And finally, we have a Quiver Dance Blossom, Quiver Dance Strength Sap, Giga Drain, and Sludge Bomb. I'm using a really offensive set right now with max special attack. I think a lot of people are kind of mixing some HP and maybe some defense into that just to make it a little bit bulkier. This was just kind of a team I threw together, so I'm just going to use it as is. I have a Lumberry on here because a lot of people, like I said, with Seismitoad becoming, or not Seismitoad, Palpitoad becoming a little more popular, a lot of people will stay in and try to Toxic this as it sets up a Quiver Dance. So basically you can get out of your Palpitoad matchups without getting Toxiced. So also helps it set up on Toxic Mawile a little bit better. So okay, without further ado, let's go ahead and find our first battle. I am a little bit kind of mid-ladder right now. I'm not super high. Let's see what my rating is. I'm 1312, which isn't super low. This guy's 1278. Not too bad. So immediately I see the Delibird, which Delibird got some tools, some new tools this generation, but it's still not a great choice in my opinion. I think overall, this is probably defensive Mawile. I'm gonna say this is like a Sash lead, maybe a Heavy Duty Boots Delibird. Lapras is probably Specs, just because he doesn't have a lot of other offensive, like it's probably specially defensive Roselia, Choice Scarf Manectric, defensive Mawile, maybe a Bulk Up Throw, I'm thinking. This Delibird, and then probably a Specs Lapras is what I'm thinking. So, because he doesn't really have a good lead against Silvally, in my opinion. He doesn't have anything that can OHKO it turn 1, and I can just U-turn on anything or just attack whatever's in front of me. So I think I'm going to lead with Silvally, and he ends up leading Delibird, and I'm just going to Flamethrower because I can either break. Oh, so he just gets up a Spike, which is not too big of a problem. I just Flamethrower him a second time, take him out. So yeah. So he does go Throw. I don't know what he thinks he's gonna do to me because this doesn't have any. I guess it has Earthquake, but most Throw don't run Earthquake. I think I'm probably just gonna U-turn out into Mawile and then maybe Toxic it. If he's Guts, it kind of doesn't matter. Okay, so he is Bulk Up. I'm actually going to knock him off first, because I don't want him getting those Leftovers recovery. He Storm Throws me, which always crits. You know what? I might set up my rocks on this first. No, I'm gonna Toxic. I'll start Toxic, I'll rack up some damage on him, then I'll Stealth Rock, and then I'll just play rough for some damage. So yeah, he is Guts. That did a lot of damage to me. Now we're at a point. I think I might be able to just go. Oh wait, I can go ARCTOVISH and yeah, I'm gonna go ARCTOVISH and Protect because that will get me a little more damage on him as he just tries to Storm Throw me, and I can just Vicious Rend for some damage back on him. And that throw is gone, so that's like basically his only win con gone, which is really nice for me. If he's offensive Mawile, I shouldn't have sacked my own Mawile because that's the only thing on this team that checks it. I'm going to Protect here just to see what he wants to do. He does Freeze Dry, so I'm going to Rock Tomb for some damage here. And that actually did quite a bit, but his Freeze Dry, like I said, he is definitely Specs. That did 56 to me, so he's definitely Specs. I'm going to go GLALIE. I take that really well. Okay. So, question is here, do I just Earthquake? Or do I'm going to set up a Spike, I think. Yeah, I think I will set up a Spike. He's just going to stay in and Freeze Dry again. I'm just going to Earthquake now for some damage, and that's fine by me. Now I'm just going to... I want to multi-attack, because even if he goes Mawile, I can just Flamethrower it afterwards, and I don't know if Flamethrower will kill the Lapras from what point it was at. Okay, so he does go Mawile. If this is offensive, it's going to die. Yeah, it's offensive, so this will just die in one. And it looks like we might have gotten a pretty easy game for our first... I hate to say that. But this game was definitely not too difficult. I'm just going to Flamethrower. And, okay, he just Synthesis up. I'm going to U-turn. I'm going to go ARCTOVISH. And he just Sludge Bombs. Okay. So... I know I can take... I think I can take... Let me double check this. This is a Roselia. Oops. And he's probably running Specially Defensive, but his Sludge Bomb does less than half to me if I'm at +1. Actually, wait, that's not the play. I need to go Silvally Poison and then just Flamethrower him. Actually, let's see how much multi-attack does, because that is Stab 59. So yeah, so multi-attack's the way to go. Okay, so I think we've done a pretty good job at this one, because he can't. If he's Overheat, there's no way that he can kill all three of my Pokemon. And if he's Flamethrower, there's no way he can kill all three of my Pokemon. So multi-attack's the way to go here, unless he burns me. Nope. So he only did 31, and he just forfeits. Okay, so that was a pretty nice game 1 for this live. I'm going to go ahead and get a second game. Maybe if ladder loads. But yeah, anyway, so yeah, with the coronavirus and everything going on right now, I just wanted to have a little more fun. Didn't have many things I was doing, so just kind of wanted to record some videos. And it looks like this guy has an electric terrain team. He's got a Pincurchin with a Thievul, which is probably Unburden, Electric Seed, which if I keep Mawile around, it doesn't really care that much about it. He's got a Basculin. Let's see what this guy's rating is. 1204, so I'm a little bit higher than this guy, but rating is not everything. So he's got a Dartrix, which is probably, if I were to guess, his Defogger, like a bulky Defogger. Maybe Specs Noctowl. I don't think it would be Dual Dance on this kind of team. Although maybe it's just a like heavy duty boots. Maybe it is a Nasty Plot Noctowl. Yeah, I'm thinking this team might be some like setup spam with if this is Nasty Plot, this is definitely Nasty Plot on Burden. This might be Swords Dance. And then the Basculin, of course, is just a breaker kind of mon. I think I'm gonna lead GLALIE, and I might just Earthquake turn 1 if he leads, like his Pincurchin or something. He leads Noctowl. Doesn't give me a lot to go off of. I can either stay in an Ice Shard here, or I can... he's probably going to Heat Wave me. I don't have a Fire Resist. I'm just now realizing. So maybe it would be maybe it would be better to just Ice Shard for some damage here, because GLALIE's not super important on this team. Because ARCTOVISH naturally outspeeds Dartrix, so that'll be fine. Yeah, I mean, Earthquake is nice for Pincurchin, but I have other ways of dealing with Pincurchin just from pressuring it. So I think I am just gonna Ice Shard here, get some damage. Oh, we crit it. Oh my god, that is some huge damage, and he doesn't even. That has to be like a defensive Noctowl. Or no, it wouldn't be a defensive because it wouldn't have taken that much damage from Ice Shard. Maybe Noctowl's just that weak? It's definitely not Specs, that's for sure. But we 2-hit KO him with Ice Shard, and we would have 2-hit KO'd him either way. That's not, you know, if it did 89% on a crit, we were fine. So he's Savali normal. So my normal resist is Mawile, but he could have Flamethrower, and he's probably going to go for Flamethrower here because Mawile would be my initial switch in, and GLALIE is already low enough in Flamethrower range. So I think I'm going to go ARCTOVISH. I do have a lot of... ARCTOVISH has a really good natural bulk. Okay, never mind. He multi-attacks and crits me, which is just perfect. So if I had gone Mawile there, that would have just been a non-issue. I am going to get up my Stealth Rock here, because, yep, he goes Pincurchin. I'm going to knock him off. I want this balloon broken. Actually, I'll play rough, because it does the same thing, but does some more damage, I think? Or no? Yeah, it should do more damage. 24, so he's pretty bulky. I'm just going to Toxic him. Yeah, I expect him to, like, discharge now, but I'm kind of... Okay, he just Mementos, and I got rid of his Toxic Spike by going Savali, so... he's definitely going Thievul, yep. And he does get the Unburden. I can just U-turn into Mawile, because he is not going to be doing a lot to this thing. This only has Dark coverage, so... it's like Dark and Psychic or something, so that actually did quite a bit, but Play Rough is able to knock him out. He goes Basculin. I think at this point I can just sack my GLALIE, because I have other ways of dealing with Dartrix at this point. I'm going to go Blossom, and I'm actually going to set up a Quiver Dance. That way I can outspeed everything. His Ice Beam will not kill me. I can just Giga Drain back up, get some health back. An Aqua Jet would not kill me at this point. Yeah, even a crit Aqua Jet does not kill me. If he goes Dartrix, I can just Sludge Bomb it. And if he goes Silvally, I can probably just Strength Sap it, because that'll probably be my best play. So I Sludge Bomb. It doesn't kill, but he has a +2 attack. Are you going to Sucker Punch me? That actually kills. Okay, that's interesting. So I'll just go Mawile, Intimidate it, knock it off. He Leaf Blades me. That's not going to kill. And that's a dead Dartrix. So I think what I do now, I think I go into SWSH Poison, and then I can double switch out, and he just multi-attacks again. This dude just clicks multi-attack all the time, okay? So, and he crits me again. Is he like scope lens or something? That's crazy. Anyway, I'm gonna go back into SWSH. I'm gonna get some damage off on him. Yeah, get some. He might be just like choice band. If an uninvested multi-attack did 44, then Thunderbolt should kill. Let me calc this. I want to do SWSH. It's just a normal SWSH, no bulk probably. Versus Raichu. Thunderbolt does 46 min. Let me double check a SWSH Poison. I guess it doesn't have to be SWSH Poison, but if this is, because I'm not running any attack on this, but I am running a Naive Nature. So multi-attack did that much. It was in that range. So this might be a roll, but I'm thinking I might just win it here with this Thunderbolt. I could have Focus Blasted there. Oh my god, no way, dude! Is that even a roll? Is that even a roll? No, the minimum roll was 46. He had to have some bulk. Oh, wait. That was minimum roll from Life Orb. I'm not Life Orb, I'm Choice Scarf. Okay. That is my bad. I had to go for the Focus Blast there because I never killed him. So, actually, because I did that much, he had to have been like a Naive Nature or something. Or maybe it just got max roll. Yeah, that sucks. That's my bad. Anyway, okay, let's do a third game. I think I might only have time for 3 games. It's already up to 20 minutes on this recording. I don't know how much it's going to be in post. But yeah, that sucks. So we take an L there. No worries though. No worries. It's all fun. Yeah. Okay, searching. This ladder has actually been really active. I don't know why we're taking this long to find some games, because there are a lot of people that have been playing PU. Just everyone trying to figure out, because it's the newest tier. You know, everyone's trying to figure out what's good, what's not. Oh. Never mind, I was going to show off some of my other teams, but we got a game. Okay, so Swoobat immediately. GLALIE is going to be very necessary in this game. Mawile, I need to get rocks up as soon as I can. Start wearing down both that Swoobat and the Togetic. Not that I have like a real issue with Togetic, but if it just keeps defogging and just being really annoying, that can be really annoying. Bellossom, if I take care of Swoobat, can be pretty okay. As far as leads go, I'm thinking... As far as leads go... Oh, ARCTOVISH is also a good thing to take on Swoobat, because I do have the Rock Tomb. I can lower its speed by 2, which lets other things take care of it also. So, anyway, I think my best lead... I wish I had Freeze Dry on this ARCTOVISH, that's the only thing. Maybe Freeze Dry on GLALIE. I'll experiment with GLALIE. GLALIE is kind of a sleeper mon right now, in my opinion. I think Mawile might be my best lead, because I can just knock off anything except for that Silvally. I can get my rocks up if the right mon's in So I think that's what we'll be leading with. It's a Silvally Fire, so I'm definitely not staying in here. We'll just go to Silvally Poison. He's probably going to Flamethrower or multi-attack if he has it. Yeah, multi-attack. So he's at -1. He doesn't do a lot to us. So I think he will go to Palpitoad at this point because, you know, Silvally Poison isn't running. Ooh, I just thought of an idea. I might change Surf to Grass Pledge because that hits Palpitoad while also hitting, because originally what Surf was for is Stonejourner and Trapinch. So I'm just going to U-turn here. He actually stays in. So he might be U-turning on his own or Parting Shot. That's what I think he's probably going to do. I'm going to go into my Mawile, get another defense up. He just Thunder Waves. That's not what I expected. So he's at -2, and he's obviously physical, not special. So I'm going to go ahead and get my Stealth Rock up here. He just Parting Shots out. I'm going to change that right now, actually, because that's a nice tech. Grass Pledge, where are you? There you are. Okay, so he just Parting Shots into throw, and I get paralyzed. That's really awesome, dude. That's really cool. Glad that happened. I still think I value getting my rocks up more than just getting damage on this, because even though throw is kind of scary to my team, he doesn't really do much Silvally Poison. He just knocks me off. That's good. Okay. I'm going to Toxic him, even though he's... Oh, he Circle Throws me out. Okay. Ooh, what I'm going to do... I feel like what I can do here is Strength Sap. Yeah, because that'll lower his attack. So I'm just going to Strength Sap. And if he Circle Throws me out, which he did, I could tell. Yeah, I could tell by the damage that he did, or by the preview. Okay, so what I think he's going to do now... Actually, I don't know what he's going to do now. I'm just going to U-turn back into Mawile. Because that is a pretty easy play. Just going back out into Mawile. And he actually goes Palpitoad. So, that did 17. Is he offensive? I feel like that shouldn't do 17. Maybe that's just me. Okay, I'm actually going to go into Bellossom. I think I'm going to scare this thing out, so I actually am going to click Sludge Bomb because I expect them to go either Swoobat or Togetic, and getting some damage off on those is pretty nice. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So I actually almost killed him there. He isn't really much of a threat to me. I don't think his Air Slash is going to be doing that much, unless he has like Roost, which... Let me... Oh, awesome. Versus a Swoobat. So his Air Slash does 59 to 70. I'm at 76. I'm out of range of that. I don't really need a lot of health on this. And we get the Poison. So, sorry, guy. I'm actually going to go ARCTOVISH here because I don't think he is going to... I think he's just going to sack this and I can just Protect. And if he Roosts up, then I can just... Rock Tomb him the next turn, and he just Air Slashes. So we are all good there. And let's see what he wants to do next. I'm trying to think of my game plan. So the big threat, that Swoobat, is now out of the way. Man, if I was Freeze Dry, why would you go to this? But I'm not Freeze Dry, so I'll just go Bellossom. He gets up his rocks. That's no big deal. I am going to... I think I'm going to actually Giga Drain here, because it does get more damage off on the throw. And if he stayed in with Palpitoad, At this point, I might Giga Drain again. I think I'll just Strength Sap actually, lower that attack some more. He just rests. Okay, that is a-okay with me. I'm going to go Mawile. He's Resto Chesto, so that's something to note. He's at -2 attack. I'm faster than him for sure. I'm clicking this Vicious Rend. Actually, I shouldn't do that because he's going to go Palpitoad. I'll click Icicle Crash because if I can flinch him, that would be kind of cool. What am I saying? I'm just going Mawile again. Mawile is the best play there. The objectively best play because I can Toxic this thing if he stays in and doesn't kill me with like an Earth Power or something. Which he probably will Earth Power. Now that I'm looking at it. But getting a Toxic off on anything on his team is going to be a pretty good idea. So, come on, dude, make your move. All you have to do is click Earth Power. Okay. Oh, he just leaves. Okay, so... Alright, so if he comes back, I'll cut to when he comes back. If not, then I'll cut to an end of video kind of thing. Alright, guys, so our opponent ended up not coming back. I don't think there was really any way that he could win this game anyway, or they... I don't think there was any way that they could win this game because of all the things that I had in the back. I had my rocks up. They don't have, I mean, their removal. I had a pretty good way of pressuring their removal. So anyway, not that really matters, but I will just leave you with this. Play Gen 8 PU. It's really, really fun. There's a lot of Pokemon that you can use. They're just like anything. Oh, it kind of gives me vibes of Gen 5 PU, which I really like, where you can pretty much use just about anything that you want, and it can kind of work. There's obviously top tier things that you have to prep for, like Mawile, Ninjask. You can see a lot of my teams have Ninjask on them because I really, really like Ninjask. Yeah, there's just a lot of fun stuff that you can use. So please just go play it, figure it out, watch some battles on the ladder, play your own battles, make your own teams. It's fun, I promise. So with that, guys, I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.